and welcome back to RAD Creative Art. We had such success with the Tree of Life Suncatcher last year that we're going to do another one. And I'm going to use the Aventurine chips this time. You're going to need a 4-inch metal ring, 24 gauge of copper wire. I'm using an antique. I like this because it's nice and soft. Small piece of regular necklace chain. We're only going to cut a small piece off of that. You're going to cut your wire. You'll need 10 strands, 18 inches long. These are extra little accent rose beads. Hopefully I can find you the link to these exact ones. If not, I do have the link in the description for these little white ones, which actually might look better because it'll offset it. Little suction hook, your wire cutters, and a small pair of your flat nose pliers. And you're going to need 2 of the antique copper or just copper jump rings to hold your sun catcher up. All right, let's get this Tree of Life started. First thing you're going to do is you're going to get copper, antique copper, something to kind of match it. It's a pain in the butt, but I like to do it this way because it keeps the branches from sliding. You're going to wrap the wire completely around your hoop. That's why we're not making one so big, because this takes a little bit of time. You don't have to do it. I prefer it. Some people don't. So this is already wrapped. And what we're going to do, put everything else aside. We've got our wire cut. And you're going to take each strand, bend it in half, loop it under, go right through it, and pull up. And this is why I like to use the softer copper wires or the aluminum, because it's just a little easier to work with when you're manipulating like this. Okay, and that's what it's going to look like. And we're going to do this with all 10 strands. And you don't have to go in the exact same direction each time. Like, I'm going to do one more going under. And then I might do the middle ones going over. Doesn't really matter. Come on, get over there. And just pull. If you didn't wrap the wire around this, just make sure this is nice and taut. Perfect. And just continue until you're finished. All right, now all the wire is attached. And what you will have is 20 strands to make your trunk and your stems. So what we're going to do now, we are going to twist, grab it right about there. Separate your wire. And we're going to twist. Okay, one, very gently, because this is a soft wire. You don't have to worry about it hurting your fingers. Okay, twice, 3, then we're going to separate that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 5 and 5. Okay. You're going to grab these two in the middle and twist that 4 times. Two and 3. We're going to twist that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we're going to do this middle one more time. One. Okay. 2, 3, and twist this very gently. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's do 2 more, 7 and 8. Alrighty. Now, I don't want the beads to crowd too much. So, if we need to, we'll cut one of the wires. Some people get confused. How do you start with 20 and you only have 18 stems? It's because I snipped one off. It looks better. We may not have to. We'll see. So, that's what mine is starting to look like. Roots are a little short, but I don't care. Alrighty, so now we're going to take these 3 and we're going to just twist that a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then take this one as the 2 and just gently twist them. Remember, if one of them snaps off, don't get upset. You've got plenty of wire. Okay. Bend that just slightly over to get it out of your way. Take those 2 and just gently twist them. The softer copper wire does break easier than your regular wire that we use for the other trees. Now, we're going to set these aside because we're going to start to add the beads. Takes time, patience, but it's so worth it in the end. I'm by no means an expert at this, but a few of them I made have turned out pretty good. And everyone seems to love the pink one from Mother's Day last year. Okay, that's what it's going to start to look like. I think we're going to add a bigger one. My eyes are getting so bad with age, it's not even funny. Okay, instead of getting frustrated, we're putting that aside. Okay, just a tip. This one here, you can see how close that the wire is at the edge, meaning that chip is very thin there and could break off really easy over time. So don't use it. There's nothing worse than having one of your larger chips break off. And then your tree of life looks strange. Okay, let's see how this one's doing. All right. Definitely enough for that one. So now what we're going to do, I want this to bend just a hair. And then you want to try and get it to go up just a little bit like that. Okay, pull it. And then we're going to go, whoop, don't go over. Hold it in place and we're going to go under the hoop. Just like that. And then I'm going to go on the other side. And it just flushes in with the other wire. Really good. You can do it about 5 times. That should do it. Okay. Then you're going to turn it around. Make sure it's nice and tight. And you're going to snip it on the flush side of your wire cutters. Okay, just like that. And we're going to continue. We're going to twist that one more time like that. Whoop, I keep hitting into that, sorry. I want to thank all the viewers and subscribers for the wonderful comments and your support. It means the world to me. And I try to get back to everybody. If I miss your emails or your photos that you send me, I sincerely apologize. I don't have anybody to help me with the social media accounts or the mail. I have to do everything myself, and it's kind of difficult at times, but I really do try to get to all of you. I'm just so surprised everybody's just enjoying these tutorials. And as far as taking my time and going step by step, I don't like to rush anything, because that's not how you're going to learn. Okay, that one can go like so. And I kind of think this one's a little too big for that. That's the beauty of using chips. You can choose a different size if it's too big. Let's go with, how about, no, not you. I guess we'll use this one. That's giving me a problem too. Okay, so we're not going to add him at all. That looks pretty good. And we're going to do the same thing. Just twist it around. And try and keep it close. And then it's like sewing. Just go under. On the other side. If you get confused or you miss a section of this, just either slow down the video or watch it again. That's how we learn. And then one more time on this side. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we're going to snip. I'm going to grab these flat nose and just make sure that stays nice and taut. Okay. Not too shabby. Now, just continue on. I'm going to finish this side here, this one, and then we're going to start on the middle branches. And that's perfect. Okay, so now we're going to do these two. I'm going to twist this a couple more times. Do it very carefully if you can. Try and hold the stem because you don't want to put too much twisting and pressure on the edge because it will snap off. Okay, good enough. And I've literally cried when that's happened. Okay, I think we're going to put one of these little resin roses on. Let's do a couple chips first. Just experiment with what you like. I just like to add a little bit of something to the trees. anytime I use a gemstone, I usually will put the spiritual meaning behind that stone, the metaphysical properties. Okay, now I think we can do that. Stay right there. It probably won't while you're doing it, but we'll make sure that it does. Okay. Come on. Too big. That one was chipped off. And this should be okay. Yep. And this one stem over here on this side is going to hold it up anyway, so it doesn't matter if it flops. Alrighty. Now we're going to wrap it. Just position it right where you need it and wrap. Come on, a little closer. There we go. Takes time, but they're just so beautiful. Okay. And that's what that's starting to look like. Just gently make sure that that's down. All right. This lighting really stinks tonight. I don't know why. Okay. I think I'm going to twist these right here. Just bend it a little. Okay. Okay, continue with this last one here. And just for sake of keeping this video a little bit shorter, and we will start the middle. All right, now we're going to start these middle ones. So we twisted here. We're going to twist these on this side. And just give her a little bend. Remember, when you're twisting, try to hold the very end stable as you're doing it. Okay, separate them. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it's better just to get the branches done and over with as you go. Depends. Okay, we have, we're going to put that one there. Actually, we'll do 2. Push this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two on these sides. If you don't have the exact amount, don't worry about it. You may want yours a little different. 4, 5. Needs another little twist. Okay. That looks good. Yeah, I think we're going to be happy with this. Not many roots, but that's okay. So let's finish twisting these stems. And 3 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Sweet. I like it. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Alrighty, now let's move everybody over. Bend them over so you don't get screwed up. I think we might actually add maybe a couple of the white ones. I'm gonna put 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to put a white rose on this one. So we're going to get a couple little guys. And if it doesn't lay right the way you want it to, pull the chip bead off. Yeah, that should last. Pull the chip bead off and just grab another one until it does lay right. Okay, let me see. Is that doing what I need it to do? Yeah, I think so. All right, let's see how this looks. These are a little bigger than the green ones. Let me see if I like it. Yeah, I think it's a doer. Kind of breaks it up a little bit. Yeah, we'll keep it. Okay, done. That looks cute. I really like that. Probably should add another bead, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3. I like to do it at least 4 times if you can. And 4. And we're just going to continue on. We've made all our stems. And just keep on going until the whole thing is full. And I will see you back here when we are all done. Our tree of life is done. And I ended up using every single strand. I didn't have to cut any off. And it looks pretty good. I pushed it out a little bit afterwards because there's a lot of gemstone chips on it. And it kind of made it look 3D. It's really cool looking. Now it's time to put our chain so we can hang it. What you'll do is you're going to take one of your jump rings, your flat nose, pliers, and another pair of flat nose if you want, or I have my needle nose available. So we're going to spread that apart like that. If somebody does it different, it's fine. It'll stay. Take one end, put it through, decide where you want it, and I'm going to put mine, if it stays on there. Oh, I forgot to tell you. You're going to cut your chain 10 inches. That would have helped you. And we're going to put that, I think, right there. Boop, came off of my pliers. Get back on there. Not everything's going to go easy. Let me just zoom in on this so it makes it a little bit easier. There we go. And you're going to take the other pliers and you're going to put it right back in place and close it off. And that looks pretty together. And if you want, just to make sure that it does, that looks pretty good. You can add a little touch of glue. Let it dry, and this way it'll stay. But I don't think I'm going to have any problems with this. Okay, let's do the other side. I'm going to want it to hang just like so. And you're going to do just the exact same thing. Find your position and attach that one. I'm really, really happy with the way this came out. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. And be sure to check the playlist of the other tutorials I have. There's quite a few on the wire art. And I think I'm going to put this one. Let me turn it around and see. There, okay. there. That should do it. Do the same exact thing, line it up, and get it as close together as possible. Flip it around so the edge is on the hoop. And I think that looks really cute. We're going to get a little suction hook for the window, and we'll hook it on there. Or I may just give it away as a gift. But that's the end of that. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. I hope yours turned out just as beautiful. And send me some pictures to the email address there in the corner. Thank you so much for watching.